Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at the market site in Times Square, New York City, we have Jim Cavell. He's the founder and CEO of Influencer. We're going to be discussing software for sports, athletes, and influencers. Jim, it's so great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
At market site, Influencer, this looks like a really super cool product. Tell us more about it.
Well, listen, athletes and entertainers are some of the most photographed and videographed people in the world, but it's really hard for them to get access to their content. And so we wanted to start with focus, because as an entrepreneur, you can't be spread too thin, and build a software platform for college athletics brands to buy into so that they could get the content they produce and own the rights to the athletes that play for their teams. And we do that now for more than 80 college teams across the country and more than 9,000 athletes, some of which are now pro athletes as well.
That's amazing. And they're able to interact with their followers. And how does it work for them?
So for athletes, when they walk out of practice, games, the plane, from travel, they have an app on their phone, the Influencer app. And on that app, content's being populated in real time every time a picture and video is taken.
So they don't have to go to like Sports Illustrated and find themselves or
no, that's over.
Right.
I want to eliminate that.
Right.
What happened was I was building a previous business and it would keep me up at night seeing guys with 30 million followers stealing Getty watermark pictures. And I'm like, why can't they get their own pictures and videos?
Right.
So we created a way through partnering with teams, leagues, brands, to get the athletes their content directly through an app on their phone, and then they can share directly to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we can show the brand that pays us, the college athletics brand, how many pieces of their content have been shared, by which athletes, on which platforms, and how many people have been reached, which usually, Jill, it's more people than are reached on their TV broadcasts.
Well, of course, which content is king, which is why we're creating our own content here.
That's right.
Just like
That's
you are.
right.
Social media, it's amazing how it's taken over everything.
It has, and the thing about social is it's the master medium of the second screen, right? The first screen is traditional media or the game itself if you're there in the stadium, but that second screen is now distracting the fan and the consumer constantly. And on our phones, social is the place we go to consume content, and people don't follow brands to the degree that they follow people on social.
Right.
And the people in sports are athletes, and they've become channels with a lot of followers in a direct audience. They can cut out the middleman and really deliver their message directly to them.
You're absolutely right. They're brand ambassadors is really what they are.
They are. And you see it every day. More and more athletes are taking hold of this opportunity. They're gaining audience, but they do struggle in finding content. And we're solving that, helping them build a brand during this short window when all these people care about them because they're still playing.
Right.
But that window will be over. We want them to build something sustainable with their social media that they can leverage after the ball deflates and they move on to whatever they move on after their career's over.
What's next for Influencer?
We want to expand. First of all, we want to have all of Division I really using our product. There's 350 plus Division I brands, so we've penetrated about a quarter of that market. We want to also increase the amount of sports using it, not just football and basketball. We want sports like Ole Miss Rifle using it, women's basketball programs, softball programs, and that's happening, which is increasing the investment with us for each school we work with. And then, of course, we want to migrate into pro sports, both here in America and abroad, because we've started to build an athlete following of engaged athlete users on our app at the pro level, which will allow us to do things with content monetization as a new revenue stream involving brands and posts through our platform that the athletes post on Instagram or Twitter, and getting that athlete paid for that post, but sharing in that revenue is a part of our future vision.
All right, we look forward to having you back and learning more about that growth. Thank you so much, Jim.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.